What is up, YouTube? In this video I will be going over how exactly I made enough money by level 40, currently I'm level 39, to purchase my mount. Now I'm sitting at 104 gold. I want to show you here that this is my main character, level 39. I have no other characters higher than 39. Most of these are just bank accounts that I haven't even logged into yet. They have no location. This guy just started. This is my bank as well. So yeah, I just want to go over quickly and briefly a few tips to make enough money to buy your mount and skills, equipment, etc. prior to level 40. As you know, in WoWClassic, gold is a very valuable commodity, currency, or whatever you want to call it. Here I'm sitting at 104 gold. I'm a bar and a half away, rested at this time as well, to reaching level 40. You know, I got a couple quests completed, but I wasn't too tough worried about that. My biggest thing was making gold. Now, if you look at my /played, so I'm not max level, and I'm sitting at 5 days, 21 hours. Now, a lot of this time has probably been spent where my kids are doing things, and so I leave the game. So the figure may be a lot higher than the time it actually took me. Anyway, moving forward. So first thing I want to tell you is to make gold in this game, you have to understand the economy of your server. What I mean by that is, since Classic has only been out for a few weeks, maybe 2 months at the most, a lot of things, look at this, 3 gold incoming from Elixir of Superior Defense. Easy. White recipe probably can be found in the world somewhere from a vendor. However, some people either don't have the knowledge as to where to find it, or they just don't want to go and get it. But anyway, so I just want to go over a couple of things of what I've done to make money. As you can see here, I have a lot of potions and food and things of that nature because I utilize my professions. Now, first, you see I have 199 items currently up in the auction house. 199. That's a lot. Now, my alchemy is only at 255, so this doesn't require maxed professions. Also, my cooking, now it is at 300. I maxed out at level 35 simply because I use buffs in the world, and I also like to be able to assist in prepping for raids for my guild members as well as other people hanging out in Ironforge. Anyway, so there are a few ways that you can make money. Understanding the economy of your server, newer things that are always going to be in use. All cloth materials, linen cloth, wool cloth, silk cloth, rune cloth, all of those things are all high use items. A lot of people use first aid, you have tailoring, you have people making bags for alts, things of that nature that are always being consumed. And so it's not something that the supply and demand can outright overlap, because they're going to be removed from the economy by usage. Another thing, foods, because there are temporary buffs. As you can see, I have all kinds of buffs down here. I got Sagefish Delight. I also have Clamlet Surprise, can't even use that until level 40. Other buffs, Grilled Squid, all of these things give buffs, and people use these when questing and or raiding dungeons, just to enhance their gameplay. All right, now, all right, so now we're here in South Shore, Hilbert's Foothill. Here in South Shore, just going to go and turn in a couple quests so that we'll ding 40 and go and purchase our mount. Now, while I'm here, I'm also going to show you one of my grind spots so that you'll have some knowledge as to where you can come and make some of this gold.
Light
Let me
be
just
with
turn
you.
a couple of these quests real quickly here. There it is. The moment you've all been waiting for. All right, just throwing it out there.
For the Alliance.
All right, so I'm currently level 40 now. Oh, look at this horse breeder.
I supply only the finest goods.
Now, I'm not exalted or revered. I think you have to be exalted with a different
See you later.
faction to ride their mounts. But I'm not worried about that. I'm a druid. I have travel form, etc., etc. Just completing the quest.
Safe travel.
Look at that, learning a new recipe. Easy. All right, let me compare that really quickly. 11 int, 6 int. I'll stick with that one. All right, anyway, so we're here in South Shore. Headed to one of my favorite grind spots from, well, I personally came here at about level 39. I spent my entire level 39 minus an armory Scarlet Monastery run that someone asked me to heal grinding. I spent that entire time grinding to see how close I could get to reaching my mount prior to 40. Now, before I entered that particular point, I was at about 69 gold, and I didn't check my bank account, not my bank account, my mailbox until today, because I wanted to see exactly the gold rate that I got or that I reached during this time. Now, I will let you know that the place that I'm going to show you is probably something I already know to a lot of people. However, if you aren't a big classic WoW fan, or you haven't been around the game that long, it'll probably be new to you in some aspects. Anyway, if you go a little north here and you go to the ruins of Altaric or Altaric Mountains, you'll run into these little guys here, not the lions. Let's get here. You run to the Mount Yeti, you can grind these guys. Let's just drop one of them really quickly here, so you can see. If you skin, farming these guys, you can skin them, which increases your gold per hour. All right. And they also drop money, as well as, I'm almost certain that they drop cloth. Let's kill a couple of them just to see. I'm not properly set up for questing, at least how I do it, because I don't have all of my buffs going. I usually rock with about 4 to 5 different elixirs, just because I like efficiency and it increases my output.
I don't have a target.
And I also make them, so it's not anything that that's hurting my pockets. However, a lot of these things go for less than 1 gold, less than 40, 57. You can always get the smaller version of them. I'm looking for one of these guys to drop some
I'm out of range.
cloth. I can't remember if they do or not, so we're gonna just kill about 4 or 5 more just to see if they drop cloth. As a druid, this is a great place to be. I mean, any stealthy class is good. I like druids because they have decreased downtime. Now, there may be better farming spots for some people, but up here in these mountains, it's pretty good for me. Usually if they drop cloth, they would have dropped it in about 4 or 5 mobs, so this particular mob must not. Now, if you are an herbalist and you're here, you can farm what they have up here called Winter's Bite. You also run into some gold thorn nodes, as well as
I need to get
some occasional king's blood and such. And those are just like added bonuses, like I say, to increase your output over time. Now where we really want to go, let me see where we are in the mountain. Where we really want to go is to this area over here. Let me get past all these guys. Look at that, well, there's some more Winter's Bite. Now once you reach the ruins of Alteric, this part itself, you'll run into these guys. And these are your ogres. Now this portion is filled with the elites, so we're not gonna give you information on those. Let me quickly get out of this area and step to where you can actually farm. Because you don't want to increase the time it takes for you to kill mobs by fighting elite mobs. Now, as a druid, like I said, you know, these things are actually soloable. I soloed a lot of these quests, and I actually have to come back and kill 15 of these guys for a quest that I just picked up. But anyway, so as I move through here, it's a couple of pieces of knowledge that I can drop. One being that if you're an alchemist, you can pick up the recipe for, you can either pick up the recipe for the frost or the frost protection potion. I want to say it's the frost protection potion, but let's make our way over there and find out. So this guy here, Grelborg the Miser, he's a quest guy for one of the quests. Not sure which one because I've done them all. But yeah, a great thing about this farming spot, as I make my way here, is that you have a few vendors that you can visit to sell items, so you don't have to really go back to town a lot at all. All right, so if you come up here to this guy standing on the wall, where if you're not paying attention you wouldn't even run into him, is a guy, his name is Broken Alchemy Supplies, and he sells potions randomly, and sometimes he has the recipe for, I'm pretty sure it's the frost protection potion, or maybe frost oil. I want to say it's frost oil because I made some of these once I got the formula, and you can farm all of the Winter's Bite here in Alteric Mountains while you're doing this. And that particular formula is utilized when people do what they call Dire Maul tribute runs, where they basically just skip a whole bunch of stuff. Those are essentially useful, and so the price of that on your server will indeed go up with the release of DM in a few days. Like I said, look, you get some gold thorn, you got bruiseweed, all of these particular herbs that I am going to pick up in this video because I'm here, and that's money. And who doesn't like gold? I do. Otherwise you wouldn't be here watching this video. Anyway, so let's see if we can get to this gold thorn without aggroing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can. Now these elites range from level 40, from 36 to 40. Oh no, I'm falling. They range from level 36 to 40, so they are soloable for some classes. Any class that can probably throw themselves a heal at one point or another should be able to drop those guys. That's gold thorn. I'm gonna pick that up. But anyway, so this is just the general area. Now the gym that I was speaking of here, after I walk out, give me a second, it's going to come when you're actually outside of the elite area, and it's just the regular mobs that you can grind. Now here, Crushridge Ogre. Now I'm going to show you on my map first. This entire area, all of these guys will be regular level mobs. And you can come here anywhere from level 34 to 39, 40 and get some great drops. You can get cloth. You can get... Actually, we'll just show you a little bit of some of the items that you can get. Before I do that, like I stated, I like to be prepared. I'm just going to use a couple of my buffs really quickly here. I rock with 4 buffs plus a food buff plus my druid buffs. So yeah, I make it easy on myself to make money. I guess we'll organize our bag really quickly while we're doing that. Let's pull there. Anyway, so we'll just grind a couple of these guys really quickly, so you can see some of the items that you'll get. From these guys, you can get cloth, silk cloth, which currently on my server, a stack of silk cloth goes anywhere from 50 silver to 75 silver and above. I'm pretty sure I could probably sell it for a gold, but I'm at the point where I farm it fast enough to where it's not going to hurt me as much to take just a little bit less for the silk. Because I also sell wool cloth, same price, 50 silver stack. And it's a higher tier cloth than wool, so it should go for more. So here we go. Look, within the first 3 kills, I got 2 pieces of silk and an acrobatic staff of stamina. Now the staff itself, if I sold it to a vendor without going to the auction house or anything like that, I would get 80 silver, 88 copper. That's almost 1 gold and 3 kills. Now the grades that these guys drop, which you're not going to get a green within your first 3 kills every time you get here. So let's just kill about 10 of these guys and see what type of average we get.
I don't have enough energy. It's too far away. I'm out of range.
Let's just kill about 10 of these guys real quickly. This is one of my all-time favorite spots to grind. If you get tired of running instances, dungeons, or whatever, and you just want to relax from questing, then this place is definitely one of the best places to make some gold. And you also have a built-in vendor here, which I will show you in the video.
I don't have enough energy.
Alright. So it looks like they're averaging anywhere from 1 silver to 3 silver. Oh, nope, there's a 45 copper. So anywhere from half a silver to about 2.5 silver per kill. So the more these guys you kill, or the faster you kill these guys, the more gold you make just off of only dropping gold. I could, let's see if he wants to fight, because I'll fuck him up. Excuse my language. I forgot I was making a video. But anyway. So I'm just going to grind a couple more of these guys. I want to pick up some of their grades so that you can see some of the things that you should be able to pick up. There's more silk. Matter of fact, we'll grind these guys in this video until we get us a full stack of silk.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
Or a couple gray drops. We'll show you where the vendor is, or another vendor is that you can easily reach if you're not a stealthy class trying to reach the alchemist, the alchemy supplies guy.
I don't have enough energy.
More silk, more silk. These guys drop clubs, broken staffs, other gray items that sell for almost half a gold a piece. And I just want to show you those examples here before moving on to the next spot. I mean, but you all get it. You all get it here. Now, I do want to show you. Located at, if you have an add-on that gives you location or coordinates, I'm currently standing at 47.2, 35.2, and there's a guy in the cage, engineering supplies guy, who is a vendor where you can drop off items. Now that's a two-hand staff with 14 stamina. I probably won't sell it on the auction house, and its disenchant value is not that great, so I'll probably just sell it because that's almost 1 gold. I'll sell that. That's an herb. I'll save that. I'll save that. All potions and things of that nature can probably be sold because they're potions. And you know, everyone may not be like that, but some people actually go out and like to be prepared and don't mind spending an extra amount of gold to fully prepare themselves. All right. Now, while I'm grinding these guys, I'll tell you a couple things. So with professions, depending on what professions you pick, there are different ways to make money. Now, if you go with, say, something like, and what I would recommend, actually what I did, was for the first 20 levels, I picked up 2 gathering professions. The first being the skinning, because everything you kill at those levels has some type of leather on them. So I picked up skinning, and I also picked up herbalism. Now, you know, you can choose between mining and herbalism. I wouldn't pick them both because you can only track one of them at a time. And because the servers are so new and young, there are a lot of people who pick up skinning for the immediate grinding aspect, and they just sell everything, vendor it all. Now, the auction house may not be the best place to try to sell those lower level leathers because everyone has skinning at that level. So for the most part, I just vended that up until about level maybe 15 or so. And then at that level, I switched to alchemy because I started doing instances, and I like mana potions, health potions, etc. And I saved all my herbs so that I could level it because I already knew going into it that I would be going that way. Now, outside of that, if you don't want to take that route, then it's fine because you can get a lot of other things like cloth from humanoids. So anyway, getting back to it, grinding. If you're trying to make money, you want to grind humanoids from some area. Humanoids or something that sells for or has decent value. Now, humanoids like these guys are your biggest factor in dropping things like cloth. All right, here we go. We got a gray. These are pants. They only sell for 16 silver. Not too great, but it's better than nothing. What you're looking for are the bigger items. And when I say bigger items, like the weapons. Weapons usually sell for more when you vendor them. no matter what stage of the game you're in. Weapons, shields, wands, things of those natures usually go for more. Now I could probably take more than one of these guys at a time, but just for the sake of this video and recording, you know, I don't want to overextend my options. However, I kind of streamline them together. Put a dot, pull my necks.
I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
Here we go, got a mage coming up here because he knows that this is a great spot to be. Great spot to be.
Not enough energy.
Oh no.
I need to get closer. Ability isn't ready.
So yeah. Alright, we're gonna do a couple more of these guys. Couple more of these guys before I show you a different grind spot. Look at that. Winter Spike. All right, let's see.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
Ooh. But yeah, so the gold per hour when I was here, depending on how fast you kill mobs, what level you come, etc., etc., I'm not sure of an actual gold per hour number. You know, I don't want to be one of those guys who say, hey, you know, if you do this or you do that, you'll make 15 gold an hour, 20 gold an hour, 50 gold an hour. You know, it's not always that simple. There are a lot of factors that play into it. But I do know that if you come here and say, when we first got here, we buffed up. We've been here 11 minutes grinding because I have 49 minutes left on my flask. We're at 7 cloth.
It's too far away. That ability isn't ready yet.
Let's see how long it takes us to get a full stack.
Have enough energy.
Actually, we're not going to do that in this video.
It's too far away.
If I do it, it'll be like a fast forward type of mode.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. I need to get closer.
There we go. Picking up some claw. Oh, my thorns buff is gone out, so we've been here longer than 10 minutes.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I can't do that yet. I'm out of range. It's too far away.
Alright, while we're here, let me put a talent point here. There's some wool for you right before I got ready to leave this spot.
My ability isn't ready yet.
I'm gonna actually make a full clear of these guys before I get ready to show you the next area where I'm going.
I'm out of range.
So we'll pause it out one more time. I'm gonna show you where you can vendor these items as your bags get full. Here, little guy, you can't even see him. He's in there, and this guy also drops a recipe and engineering recipe.
Right.
So it's just an extra something
Greetings.
that you can have. That's my buff food. I actually should put that there. All right.
Be seeing you.
We'll be back with you with the next spot shortly.